EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From spectacular Pebble Beach, California, final round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Tell you what, we have seen some tremendous golf this week, outdone only by the incredible beauty that is the coastline of the Monterey Peninsula. As we check the Sunday leaderboard, we've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
He's got 141 to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
This will be a 14-foot putt here. Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll stay at even par. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
This one started up the right side. Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Eight feet remaining here for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. Will certainly help the cause. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Yeah, very controlled shot there with the iron on this short par 4, and that's going to be just fine. Still 176 to go as he gets set for his second.
always looked inside that 15 feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Now, that one's going to go begging. He misses right. Frustration there. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 1 under par.
Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right, because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250.
And a splash of sand there. Is this ball going to wind up in the bunker off the tee? All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fit. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, the safest play here is to the left center of the green. Yeah, solid shot right there, and it'll be a good look at birdie here at number 5. 12 feet still to go. Yeah, there's another one. Back-to-back birdies here at 4 and 5. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. That's up the left side. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Couple nice shots up to this point. Ball sitting in the fairway, looking straight at this beautiful green sitting right against the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just 1 shot off the top spot.
Tee at number 7, and Frank, this is the shortest hole in championship golf. It is also one of the most beautiful holes in championship golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, and people assume that short is easy, but just look how small that target is.
Well, he played it safe, but that's okay there on the front part of the green. This will require the full attention. A huge swing left to right on this putt. Just try to get it in there close. Yeah, a little short, but that's pretty good effort there. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay right where he is. We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliffs and a yawning chasm below. Yeah, if you see shortish par 4s like this, it's a great time to bring out the irons, and that is going to work out well. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Look here at birdie.
Tough putt to get close as it works down the hill and will work to his left.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach, 483-yard par 4 9th, ocean all down the right, and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Not the best of swings there. Maybe lucky just to get that one out.
Well, obviously he can do better, and he's going to have to on this next putt if he wants to just get out of here with bogey, Frank.
And this one's certainly going to be, well, worth the price of admission.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. That'll drop him out of the top spot and leave him a shot back.
Start of the inward half and another big and bold par 4, Frank, with the ocean yet again running the entire length of that right side.
Yeah, you call it the ocean, I call it the world's largest water hazard, but looking in on the other side of the fairway and you'll see those 3 bunkers. Needless to say, they have to be avoided. But you do actually have to hit your tee shot just inside those because, once again, you've got a fairway that tilts left to right.
Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
I always looked inside that 15 feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he will definitely not say no to that. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. He has taken this course apart. Another beautiful shot there. Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. He will surge into the lead here with 7 holes to play. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards. Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Chance now for another birdie. The pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he's drawing ever closer to a 4th victory on the year. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Front left hole location here as we await his second to the par 4.
A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And the lead is 3 now with 5 holes remaining.
Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the 3rd shot. I've got to rank the 3rd shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there.
Frank, a chance here to get home in two, a chance maybe to do what Gary Woodland did on his way to winning the 2019 U.S. Open.
Yeah, Gary hit a great three-wood, but I don't even think he was trying to hit that on the green. Look at that big gaping bunker left and short of that green. You would think that's to be avoided, but no. That's actually where you want to finish up because it's such a hard pitch shot, there's no point laying up. If you can get it into that front bunker, it's a relatively simple splash-out shot. One of the few times you want to hit the second shot into a greenside bunker.
Next up, the 393-yard par 4 15 tee shot in the fairway gives the players an excellent shot at birdie, but be careful losing it right onto that 17-mile drive.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Now this for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Ball on a bit of a downslope here as he ponders his second.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This is an 11-foot putt.
No. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And the lead will remain 6 here in the late going.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history of this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a one-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And, of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy, and they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland, he had to chip it on this green and made 3.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5. Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Good shot that is, home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. There may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
So this a tremendous week of golf, and in the end, for our featured player, Frank gets a third career victory.
And a good one. They're starting to come a little quicker. I think confidence is starting to grow. It'll be really interesting these next 12 months to see if they can absolutely springboard from this position.
So for Frank Nobilo, Go to Big A III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner.